Hello, my friends, and welcome back.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to be taking a look at a clip of somebody talking about how they were attacked by fat activists when they decided to leave fat acceptance. Apparently, when she decided to leave the movement and lose some weight, some fat activist declared, "She's dead to me now," and started making posts making fun of her. Is this just another example of the crabs in a bucket mentality that we often see in the fat acceptance movement that tries to prevent other people from bettering their lives? Stick around to find out. Please be sure to check out a video I made on my second channel about a bunch of people who go out in the woods and participate in a rage ritual and start beating the crap out of the ground with a bunch of sticks and whatnot. Here's a link. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache.
Now on, I am just going to treat every fat creator who has freshly turned into a weight loss influencer as if they've died. Yeah.
Yikes. Yikes. You clearly don't have any issues around this topic.
Yesterday I had to block a mutual who had posted a video that I at first thought was satire. Like, they were talking about their journey from body positivity into fat acceptance as like a delusion that they were holding.
Did you identify with that delusion?
Thank you for being so respectful when talking about my journey.
Oh, that was you that she was just talking about. All right, let's hear your side of the story. And what the hell gives you the right to lose weight and share it online? Go ahead and provide your defense now.
When I talked about my journey in my video, I was very authentic and very vulnerable. But in case you didn't see that video, I will sum it up, maybe even elaborate, because I don't know why she's thinking it was so negative.
I don't know why they think that losing weight and completely turning our lives around is negative. It's weird that people that haven't done a thing have so many opinions about said thing.
In my video, I mentioned that I went on my first diet when I was in kindergarten because I was told I was overweight by my doctor. And then flash forward to about 18 years old, I had an outbreak of my autoimmune disorder. It was my first one. And my autoimmune disorder is called HSP vasculitis. Look it up. It's pretty rare. All of the blood vessels in the bottom half of my legs, the calves, literally exploded.
So that's why you wanted to lose weight? Well, you don't need blood vessels in your legs. You know, you're being a little fat phobic, a little greedy. Okay, so you wanted to lose weight because you're superficial. That's what I'm getting from this, okay? Oh, you need your blood vessels in your legs to look right? Psh, all right. Superficial much, ma'am? Clearly I'm joking. They're gonna give you a hard time for losing weight so all the blood vessels in your legs don't explode. I'm no doctor or anything, but blood vessels exploding in the legs has a bad ring to it.
And I had open wounds all the way down from my knees to my feet.
Oh my goodness.
I still have scars on my legs to this day. I couldn't even show pictures of it on TikTok because it honestly looks like something that came out of a horror movie.
That sounds insane.
And when that was happening, the doctors could not figure out what was wrong with me for a very long time. So I was on steroids and opioids until everything calmed down. And during that time, I gained a lot of weight.
Did you get buff off those steroids? You're gonna want to hit the gym a lot. No, I'm just kidding. It's probably not those kind of steroids.
I had stretch marks. I felt literally disgusting because my skin was rotting off of me.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear that.
And during that time, I learned about the body positivity movement. And during that time, I found a lot of comfort and love in the idea of knowing that I have value no matter what I look like, even if I could not love myself in that moment.
Okay, so you came to the body positivity movement because you had a condition which was outside of your control, which is what the body positivity movement was created for.
And I continued being in that body positivity for quite a long time until I found the fat liberation movement, which a lot of us did on TikTok during the lockdown. And again, I found a lot of comfort and safety in that community for years.
All right, so you started off in body positivity because you have conditions, and then eventually you transitioned into fat acceptance.
I never thought it was like some weird psychosis or delusion.
That's the thing about psychosis. You don't know that you're psychotic.
It was reality. But as the years went on, I started to realize I didn't really like this community and how they treated other people. And I don't like how this person is treating me or talking about my story.
I don't like it either. She said that you were dead to her now. And she had a lot of really negative things to say about you just because you want to take control of your life and lose weight. And she doesn't think that she's being transparent. To anybody with a functioning brain, if you get that butthurt at somebody else bettering themselves, it's because you're jealous and bitter that you're not bettering yourself. So, to the rest of us, that's a very bizarre and hilarious display. I don't know why she would make it.
It's like a delusion that they were holding, but they do in fact have full control over their body and their fatness, and it's their responsibility.
And you're laughing about it and mocking it like none of that stuff is true. So you don't have control over your body. None of it is your responsibility.
To lose weight, and everyone else should lose weight too.
See, the thing is when...
I don't think that she said everyone else should lose weight too. You're just throwing that in there to make it seem like it wasn't her own personal journey that you're getting butthurt at.
you are in the fat acceptance movement, they say things like, your genetic makeup is responsible for why you are fat, or fat people can't control that they are fat, and like diets don't work, and intake outtake isn't real.
Right, which is all bollocks. If your weight is genetic, then how come some people are fat and then they lose weight? They changed their genetics, huh? They were busting out the CRISPR gene splicing technology, or...
So when you are involved in these movements, you start to think, I'm so helpless over what I look like in my health.
Yeah, that's what the idea of it's genetic is.
What my body looks like is already determined. And in reality, it's not. My genetics didn't make me fat. Me, during the lockdown, not moving, not going outside, not seeing any friends, eating boxes of pasta by myself.
That'll do it. That's it right there. It was those boxes of pasta by yourself. Out of all the things that you just named, it was those boxes of pasta, man. I hate to put on my detective cap. What? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Whatever. I hate to go into detective mode, but I'm going to say it was the pasta.
Only drinking Diet Dr. Pepper.
Okay, replacing all water with Diet Dr. Pepper, not optimal for health.
Is why I was fat. Never in that video did I say, well, it's my responsibility to lose the fatness. I came to the conclusion that my life is in my control, whether that is my career, my appearance, how much I weigh, my friends.
Your life is in your control? You sound like an absolute loser. Get out. No, obviously that's winner talk.
What I'm doing. So guess what? I wanted to work on my health, especially my mental health, because at that time I literally wanted to unalive myself.
Okay, well, wanting to lose weight to feel better and not wanting to unalive yourself is unacceptable because that other person has a bunch of emotions around this topic. So how dare you, in your own body, lose weight?
Because of all the isolation during the lockdown. My mental health was so bad. So I started seeing a psychiatrist. I got prescribed the right medication. Then I was finally in a good enough mood to start taking my health seriously. So I cut out the Diet Dr. Pepper and I started drinking water. And then slowly I started eating more protein, which these changes literally took years for me to do. During all of those changes, I simultaneously lost weight. I wasn't doing it on purpose until a couple months ago. I decided to take my weight loss a little bit more seriously.
Okay, so when you started doing healthy behaviors like cutting out sodas and having more protein, the weight started coming off, and then eventually you're like, hey, this is kind of dope. Let's lose more. Let's lose more of this stupid weight.
My video, you can go back and watch it. It's still up and still getting tons of hate comments. Nowhere in that video do I say every fat person should take responsibility and lose weight.
I'm sure you don't. I'm sure you said nothing other than, hey, my health was declining, so I decided to turn it around. And then a bunch of these fat activists come and start giving you a hard time because they're not riddled with personal issues or anything.
The whole video was about me and my experience. Not one time did I make a generalization about fat people. Not one time did I degrade them or say anything mean or harass anyone.
Right, they're the ones who say mean things and degrade and harass everyone else and then accuse you of doing it.
I literally talked about my journey. You know, it took a lot of courage to post that video because I knew exactly this would happen.
Honestly, it's bizarre that we live in a day and age where it takes courage to post videos or talk about your weight loss journey. Honestly, isn't it weird that it's risky to share videos or posts about your weight loss journey? You might get negative backlash from people. How dumb is that? Like, literally, what a stupid time to be alive, right?
When you talk about leaving communities, instead of being like, okay, bye, it was nice having you, they want to start bullying you.
Yeah, it's almost like they're jealous to see you succeed at something that they couldn't, huh?
And what does that say about a community that just bullies everyone that leaves? I'm more of a libertarian
It's like a gang. We have to jump you out.
than any of these fat liberation activists because I don't give a flying fuck about what anyone does with their body as long as they're not harming other people.
Okay, well, you can't be part of our body positive politic then. There's only one way out of this movement, and that's in a body bag. Sorry, I'll stop being intense.
You could go starve yourself. You could go eat 3 boxes of pizza. I don't care because it's not my life. I want everyone to have the best life that they can, but that's out of my control.
Some people don't really believe in what they're doing, so they need you to do it too. You'll notice this when people like try to get you to follow the same religion that they're into or whatever, because they don't really believe it. Some people don't even actually believe what they're saying themselves, so they're on a crusade to get as many people to agree with them as possible. Pay attention to that phenomenon out there in society. When I believe something, I don't give a crap if anybody else believes it, because I know it to be true.
To lose weight, and everyone else should lose weight too. So like, as far as I'm concerned, she's dead now.
Okay. She's dead to you now. That wasn't an insanely unhinged thing to say or anything about somebody just because they want to lose weight.
I don't care what anyone does with their body.
Sounds like you do.
It's when people start dictating to others, especially fat people,
She didn't.
what they should be doing with their bodies,
She didn't.
that I draw the line.
Again, nowhere in my video did I say every fat person should lose weight.
I know, and I completely believe you. I know how they are. They just put words in your mouth. They're like, and then you said we should all die. All fat people should die. No, nobody said that.
Everyone should do this. I ended the video with a very inspiring message, and all I said was, and you can do this too. You can do it if you want.
How dare you encourage people to better their lives, you bigot.
I'm not saying you should. I'm not holding this up to your head telling you to do this. Because guess what? We're all adults here, and we can all do whatever we want, which includes me.
It's a reminder again about why, unless it's fat liberation,
The way that this person talks is one of the most pretentious tones.
liberation, it doesn't mean shit.
And once again, I will say it. I do not care what you do with your body. I don't care about what you look like. I don't care if you're fat. I don't care if you're skinny. I don't care if you're mid-sized. You, me, and everyone else can do whatever the flying they want. Of course, this person blocked me, so I couldn't see this video on my own. One of my mutuals just sent it to me.
Can you imagine blocking somebody because they lose weight and then acting like they're the one with the problem? How could you have such a lack of introspection? How could you not see that you're the one with the issues when you get butthurt at somebody else bettering themselves? She didn't say everybody else should lose weight. She didn't try to force anybody to lose weight, and she didn't say anything negative about larger people. She just wanted to lose weight for herself, and you're getting extremely angry at her about that. Personally, if I find myself getting all upset, like because some dude is all buff or something, I'm like, dude, that guy is so buff. Screw that guy. I'm going to ask myself, like, dude, what's your problem? What are you? Jealous of him? Pussy? I'm gonna look at myself in the mirror and be like, what are you? Jealous? You hate that guy because he's so buff? Because you're jealous, you pussy. And then I'm gonna look in the mirror and be like, I am jealous. And then just start breaking down. Don't ever let anybody know how badly their success is affecting you. Because it's transparent, right? Other people's success made me mad. There could only be one reason for that, and we all know what that reason is.
And And I assume that's probably where all of the hate comments came from yesterday.
Okay, so you also got a bunch of hate comments because that person made a video about you. How lovely. And here we see another example of the crabs in a bucket mentality that is often displayed by the fat acceptance movement. This person just wanted to lose weight and better their lives, and they did not disparage fat people or tell anybody else that they have to lose weight, and she starts getting attacked by this other person. The funny thing is that if you start attacking people for leaving the movement, that's just going to solidify in their mind their choice to leave the movement. They're like, hey, I made the right choice. These people are clearly insane. So what do you think of the clip that we just saw? Are you shocked that this person started getting attacked by fat activists when they started to leave the movement? Or, like me, are you not at all surprised? Leave a comment below. Happy Monday, everybody. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.